Hi, Genevieve Jacobs from Region Media with this week's news update, which comes from Tuggeranong, from Galilee School, which is part of Communities at Work. Tim McNevin is the principal. There's been some interesting developments and news for the school lately. But Tim, I want to ask you first of all, what is Galilee School? Quite a long history, but talk to us about what you do.
Yeah, we've been a registered school in Canberra for more than 20 years now, Genevieve, and we describe our school as supporting those young people who are yet to thrive in mainstream education. They haven't thrived for one reason or another, and it's unique circumstances for them. We honour their story, but we don't believe their past performance necessarily dictates future performance. So we provide a unique, responsive form of education that meets each young person where they are at on their learning journey and hopefully puts them on a pathway to success, whatever success may look like for them.
And look, I think lots of us know as mums and dads and family members that school does not work for everyone equally well, that there are people who've got some big challenges that they need to surmount in one way or another. So tell me about what the kids who are students at Galilee do. What are you teaching them and working on here?
Well, up until the end of last year, we were a 7 to 10 high school. Excitingly, this year, we've commenced a senior secondary college program, so incorporating years 11 and 12 into the school, and we've enrolled our first cohort of year 11 this year. So we provide a program of learning that is aligned to the Australian curriculum and is also aligned to the ACT Board of Senior Secondary Study requirements for our senior secondary program. But alongside that, every young person at our school has what's known as an individual learning plan. It asks the young person what they hope to achieve through school. It involves the parents and guardians in that conversation about the hopes and aspirations that they have for their young person. And we as a school form an opinion and an understanding of that young person as a learner, and we shape the learning experience in response to what we learn about their skills, their capacities, and sometimes their challenges in engaging positively with school.
Now, I've heard a lot of good things as a result of this really deeply personalised approach that recognises that these kids will really blossom and thrive if they're given the opportunity to do so. So talk to me about the outcomes, and particularly with this move into year 11 and 12, what you're hoping to achieve with the school.
Our enrolments have been growing in recent years in response to what we're doing, we believe. We've been graduating an increasing number of year 10 students up until last year, but what we were noticing was that as our year 10 students left us and returned to mainstream settings, it appeared that they were not yet ready to navigate those complex environments. So we felt that we had a moral obligation to continue our support for them through the offering of a year 11 and 12 program. So our school is much smaller than they would experience in a mainstream setting. We're able to offer a more targeted level of support for our young people, and we believe through that we're able to address both their social and emotional needs, but also their academic needs in a way that's targeted to their particular issues and challenges that they may be experiencing.
Now we're going to have a look at some of the learning that's going on, so quickly, what sort of things are we teaching them?
Yeah, sure. So our senior secondary program, which is what we're looking at today, we've got two broad streams. One is a construction and timber stream, and the other is a hospitality stream. And today we're down here in Tuggeranong in one of the facilities managed by Communities at Work, and we've refurbished a kitchen facility here. And so our young people are at the very early stages of their learning journey associated with developing what we would hope to be job-ready skills in the hospitality sector.
Great to talk to you, Tim. Let's have a look and find out what's going on.
Fantastic.
So we're here in the kitchen at Galilee School, where the production work has been happening all morning in the hospitality stream. Andrew, you're a teacher here. What have you been doing?
So today we're making muesli and poached fruit. So the students have been preparing the muesli, we've toasted it, and now we've got to prep it all up for service.
Okay. It actually looks completely delicious. So this is
It's really nice.
And students have been working on their skills for the hospitality industry. A couple of students are still around to talk to us at Region Media. Tell me, why is Galilee School a good fit for you? Why is this working for you?
Well, in my experience with mainstream, obviously everyone works at their own different paces and everyone's at a different level of understanding with what you're doing. And at Galilee, I feel that they really work closely with me and they help me work through that. Rather than mainstream, you don't have that specialised attention and you don't get that really one-on-one interaction, whereas you do at Galilee, and that's what really helps me having.
That's actually a really positive picture about what's going on here. So things feel good, they look good, they certainly smell good. Also making news this week on the Riot Act, we've been talking, of course, about the Facebook local news bans. That's been huge for everyone in the local media, and we've got some really good workarounds. The bans are still up for the next little while, but we'd love you to sign up to our daily and weekly newsletter digests, which you can do really easily from the site. So every day and every week there'll be a digest of news that drops into your inbox. We've also been talking about the goings-on at Page, violent incident on Saturday morning. Very, very few details at the moment from police about exactly what happened and how a number of people came to be seriously injured and one person has lost their life. We're talking about the Manuka Cinema redevelopment. It's beginning to take shape in that fairly iconic building there at Manuka, so get more of the details from reading our story about that, and also a heartwarming story from down at Bateman's Bay about Don's homecoming. All that and more on the Riot Act. We're all about your local news, your local conversation, great local good news stories like this one right here at Galilee School. I'm Genevieve Jacobs, and this is Region Media.